In the early 1990s, the Philippines was standing at a crossroads. The country was redefining its identity after decades of political turbulence, economic restructuring, and social transformation. Hidden in plain sight during this pivotal era was a small but meaningful object that passed through millions of hands every day: the 1991 Philippine 50 Sentimo coin. Often overlooked, sometimes dismissed as pocket change, this coin quietly tells a story of national reform, monetary evolution, and everyday Filipino life. Today, we dive deep into the history, design, symbolism, production, and modern collectability of the 1991 50 Sentimo coin, a piece of currency that represents far more than its face value. To understand this coin, we must first understand the moment in which it was born. The year 1991 marked a turning point in Philippine history. Just 5 years earlier, the country had emerged from the People Power Revolution of 1986, which ended the long rule of Ferdinand Marcos. The late 1980s and early 1990s were a time of rebuilding, politically, economically, and institutionally. One of the most important institutions undergoing reform was the nation's central bank. In 1993, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or BSP, would officially replace the old Central Bank of the Philippines. But even before this formal transition, preparations were already underway. Currency redesigns were part of this modernization effort, aiming to create coins that were durable, cost-effective, and symbolically aligned with a renewed national identity. The 1991 50 Sentimo coin belongs to what collectors commonly refer to as the BSP coin series, even though the BSP itself was formally established slightly later. These coins were designed during a transitional phase bridging the old and the new Philippines. At first glance, the 1991 50 Sentimo coin appears modest. It is round, medium-sized, and copper-toned in appearance. While many people casually refer to it as a copper coin, its actual composition is copper-nickel, chosen for durability and resistance to corrosion, an important factor in a tropical country like the Philippines. The coin measures approximately 23 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 5 grams, making it easy to carry, stack, and recognize by touch alone. Its reeded edge gives it a distinct tactile feel, helping visually impaired users differentiate it from other denominations. Now let's explore the design, because this is where the coin truly comes alive. On the obverse, or front side, we see the iconic portrait of Sergio Osmeña. Osmeña was the fourth president of the Philippines, and one of the most respected statesmen in the nation's history. His inclusion on the 50 Sentimo coin was not accidental. Sergio Osmeña represented continuity, diplomacy, and democratic leadership. Serving as president during the final years of World War II, Osmeña guided the Philippines through a period of reconstruction and reassertion of sovereignty after Japanese occupation. His calm leadership style and commitment to constitutional governance made him a symbol of stability, exactly the message the Philippines wanted to project in the early 1990s. Osmeña's portrait on the coin faces left, rendered in a realistic yet dignified style. The engraver captured his thoughtful expression, emphasizing wisdom over force. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Republica ng Pilipinas and Sergio Osmeña, reinforcing both national identity and historical memory. This was part of a broader trend in Philippine coinage, honoring national heroes and leaders not as distant legends, but as everyday companions in the form of circulating currency. Flip the coin over, and you arrive at the reverse design, which is clean, functional, and unmistakably modern. At the center is the denomination 50 Sentimo, boldly displayed for instant recognition. Below it is the year 1991, marking its minting date. Above or around the denomination appears the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Though in early versions, transitional markings reflect the shift from the old central bank system. The reverse design emphasizes clarity and utility. Unlike older Philippine coins that featured elaborate coats of arms or floral patterns, the 1991 50 Sentimo coin reflects a global move toward minimalist, efficient coinage, easy to mint, easy to recognize, and easy to use. But what did 50 Sentimo actually mean in daily life in 1991? At the time, the 50 Sentimo coin held real purchasing power. It could pay for a jeepney fare adjustment, a small snack, or contribute meaningfully to daily transactions. In public markets, sari-sari stores, and transportation hubs, the coin was in constant circulation. It wasn't a novelty, it was a necessity. Children collected them in coin jars. Vendors counted them carefully at the end of the day. Drivers carried handfuls in their pockets, ready to make change. The 50 Sentimo coin was woven into the rhythm of Filipino life. Because of this heavy use, many surviving examples today show significant wear. Scratches, smoothing of details, and discoloration are common. Ironically, this widespread circulation is precisely what makes high-grade examples of the 1991 50 Sentimo coin more interesting to collectors today. From a minting perspective, the coin was produced in large quantities to meet nationwide demand. While exact mintage figures vary depending on sources, it is widely accepted that millions of these coins were struck. This means the coin is not rare in a general sense, but rarity in numismatics is often about condition, not just quantity. Uncirculated or mint-state examples, especially those with sharp details, original luster, and no visible damage, are far less common. Coins stored in bankrolls, old collections, or forgotten drawers sometimes emerge in surprisingly good condition, sparking interest among collectors. Another fascinating aspect of the 1991 50 Sentimo coin is the existence of minor variations and minting anomalies. While not officially recognized varieties, collectors have reported differences in strike sharpness, alignment, and die wear. Off-center strikes, weak lettering, and uneven rims occasionally appear, adding intrigue for error coin enthusiasts. These errors were never intentional. They are the result of high-speed minting processes, aging equipment, and the sheer volume of coins produced during that era. Each error coin tells its own small story, a moment when the machinery slipped, leaving behind a unique fingerprint. As the years passed, inflation gradually eroded the purchasing power of small denominations. By the late 2000s and 2010s, the 50 Sentimo coin began to fade from daily use. Many Filipinos stopped carrying it altogether, viewing it as inconvenient or unnecessary. Eventually, the Bangko Sentral in Pilipinas announced demonetization plans for older coin series, including the 1991 50 Sentimo. These coins ceased to be legal tender, officially marking the end of their role in the economy. But demonetization did not mean disappearance. Instead, it marked the beginning of the coin's second life as a collectible, a historical artifact, and a nostalgic symbol of a bygone era. Today, the 1991 Philippines 50 Sentimo coin occupies an interesting space in the numismatic world. It is affordable, accessible, and historically rich. For beginner collectors, it serves as an excellent entry point into Philippine coinage. For seasoned collectors, it represents a crucial piece of the BSP transition era. Market values vary widely depending on condition. Heavily circulated examples may be worth little more than sentimental value. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional services, can command higher prices. Error coins or coins with exceptional eye appeal may attract even more attention. Beyond monetary value, there is emotional value. For many Filipinos, seeing this coin instantly brings back memories of childhood allowances, early jobs, busy streets, and simpler transactions. Coins like the 1991 50 Sentimo are time capsules. They remind us of how money once felt in the hand, how it sounded when dropped on a counter, and how it connected people in everyday exchanges. From a historical perspective, the coin captures a nation in transition. It reflects the Philippines' efforts to modernize its currency, honor its leaders, and create a stable economic foundation for the future. It bridges the gap between old and new, tradition and reform. In the world of coin collecting, not every valuable coin is made of gold or silver. Some of the most meaningful pieces are made of humble metals and carry stories instead of riches. The 1991 Philippines 50 Sentimo coin is one such piece. It is a reminder that history doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket. And as we look back today, this small copper-toned coin stands as proof. that even the simplest objects can carry the weight of a nation's journey.